Oh, you better hurry.
Good evening. My name is Pat Banaszak, and I'm going to be your representative tonight for our Family and Youth Initiatives Meet and Greet event. We've been waiting for this since March, and this will be a special half hour of your time so you can get to know us 3 different ways. First, who we are. Second, what we do in the communities that we represent. And third, what is our mission for the future of FYI? Tonight, before we introduce our directors, I want to take a very special moment to tell you a little bit about our history. Dating back to 1978, as founder and a co-executive director for this organization, we have grown so much in the past 40 years. Did you know that we were created to help pregnant women, helpless, alone, hopeless, desperate to decide about the life of their child? Mary Billbachler, Joyce Barnes, Carol Tipton, and Anna Groh decided with me to create a group that would step up to encourage these women to choose life. Formed as the Moses Project, girls were under our wing, and we could teach them not only how to love their babies, but also nurture them to be the best moms they could be. We even put up a time frame of getting them back off of welfare and to be self-sufficient by within 3 years. And that benchmark we hit many, many times. Now jumping ahead 15 years later, we now have 3 offices in Springfield, Fairborn, and New Carlisle. And we saw many, many girls each year. As the years rolled by, the women had a challenge that we could not be part of because we didn't have a program for it. If anyone knows me well, they know that we don't like duplicating services. So we would search out every agency we could to find out if there was a program out there that we could help our girls with. If none, we ended up creating our own programs. And today we have 3 main programs which incorporate the programs that we put in, such as suicide, vaping, safe sleep, all different programs that will fit into our 3 main programs: the Parenting Network, the Real Life Teen Choices, and the Mentoring Program. We also have 2 smaller ones, the Garden and the GED program, which allow our women and men and teens to help each other to get to their ultimate goals. These programs are in 6 different counties for the most part, and today we average 9,000 people a year that we see. That includes parents, youth, families, and all are touched each year by one of our programs. Our goal is to love on the people and to let them know their worth to themselves, to their families, to the communities, and most of all, how valuable they are to both us and especially God. Our mission statement is empowering families, providing hope. That is the passion that you will see and hear from about each one of these directors as they speak tonight about their programs. We view ourselves as a piece of the puzzle in their lives. When someone comes into us and sees us in a class or uses, we can use the piece of the puzzle that we have to figure out what they can do with their lives and how we can help them the best. We want to be able to touch the education, encouragement, and equipment they need to have the tools to reach their ultimate goals. Now, I would like to invite Diana Hobbs to come up and tell you about her program.
Thank you, Pat. Hello, my name is Diana Hobbs, and I am the director of the Parenting Network here at Family and Youth Initiative. The Parenting Network offers Learn While You Learn education program for moms and dads and for their babies. In addition to the Earn While You Learn program, we also offer one-on-one mentoring to our clients. We also offer group classes on topics such as shaken baby, safe sleep, preventing child sexual abuse, and stress management. We offer material assistance such as diapers, wipes, cribs, car seats, mattresses, very gently used baby clothing, as well as some maternity clothing. Other offerings include adoption information and abortion alternatives. But one of the most important offerings is that of support. Many of our clients depend on our support. We listen to them, we care for them. We are here to help them. We're here to help our clients to be the best parents they can be. Next, please welcome Rebecca Swearingen, a very special person and the director of the Real Life Teen Choices program. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Good evening and welcome. My name is Rebecca Swearingen, and my piece of the puzzle represents the Real Life Teen Choices program here at FYI. I am the program director and currently have 3 amazing and passionate educators. Real Life Teen Choices is an in-school education program that serves middle and high schools in 6 counties. Our educators utilize the abstinence and marriage curriculum by Scott Phelps to encourage, empower, and equip students to use self-control as an alternative to engaging in at-risk behaviors. Our motto is the choices you make now can impact your future. The program covers topics including teen pregnancy, STDs, healthy relationships, dating violence, consent, drugs and alcohol use, vaping, sexting, pornography, bullying, mental health, and media awareness and safety. At the conclusion of each week, with a group of students, we ask for feedback. The majority of the students state that what they learned made an impact on their decision-making and thought processes. Currently, with schools turning to virtual learning, so are we. We have pivoted our program to online platforms as much as we can. The process is ongoing, and we hope to continue to bring encouragement throughout the summer with our daily uplifting videos posted on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Please check us out. Next, I would like to introduce you to Julie Driscoll, the co-director of our mentoring program.
Thanks so much for checking us out today. We really appreciate your time, giving us a little bit of opportunity to speak about what we love so much. Our job is not to fix everybody. I'm not perfect, nor anyone that volunteers in our program. The mentoring program was meant to really take kids a little bit further than what we did at the Real Life Teen Choices, to develop them, to help them to have a place to express their interest, their frustrations, and just really to be cheerleaders. I don't have to fix them, but I need to love them. And I'm showing you my shirt here that I wore tonight, because a lot of times in the public sphere, we have to be careful of how we show the love of Christ. And so we do that deliberately here at Family and Youth Initiatives, and we do it a couple different ways through the mentoring program. The first would be through the 4th and 5th grade and the elementary school. We have volunteers come and they spend a lunch period with our students. They work through workbooks, they have a good time, they chat it up. Honestly, the facilitators and the mentors don't say much, they just get to hear the kids. It's a great on-ramp if you are thinking about getting involved, and the kids love to see you. Then we move right along to the middle school. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade is our largest group of mentors. And we have, this year we had at our peak about 27 that was coming in, and they were coming in and meeting for about 45 minutes with our students during different times of the school day, and meeting with our kids and just really hearing their stories. We provide a lot of training if you want it for our mentors. Some have it more easily. They can strike up a conversation with kids, and some just need more talking points. So we always invest in our mentors so that you can have something to really go home and relate to your children or your grandchildren or the student down the street, maybe that's struggling. We always want to add value. And then in the high school, we also do the one-on-one mentoring. That's not usually where we see the most development. We kind of try to turn it at that point and do more community outreach. We do an after-school program called Defy, where we really challenge the kids to be leaders and step up. And then they come down to the middle school level and really become peer mentors. We help them figure out and think about where they want to go, and we give them leadership classes. John Maxwell training is something that we work with them. Storyline, the path, there's quite a few different little groups and things, that curriculum that we work with to really help kids. We're excited this fall. It looks like, fingers crossed, we're going to be in the Springfield CTC. We're very excited to work with those 11th and 12th graders and the multi-different school systems. We have a lot of interest from the other school systems and what we are doing. We have been in Greenon now for 2 years, kind of trying to replicate this mentoring program, and we have interest in more. We just need more volunteers. And then in the past year, since past June, we have started a program that is really near to my heart. It is working with students in group settings at the Juvenile Detention Center. That has been quite a blessing. We have lots of stories that we can share with that. Lots of interest in kids just needing somebody to listen to them. And we would welcome at any level, any questions that you might have or input, that we can grow that program and become even more. Going in and speaking with boys and for an hour and girls for an hour, usually 7-8 sessions a month. We just realized we're just touching the tip of the iceberg. So with your support, we can do more, and we sure would appreciate it. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to Kermit. He is going to come and talk about our GED program. And so if you come on up, Kermit. Thank you, Melanie, by the way. She's our puzzle piece putter together behind it.
Well, as you can see, we here at FYI think it's never too early or never too late to take a positive step in life. And a good example of that is the program that I'm representing tonight, the Adult GED Education Program, which is in its 17th year here at FYI, helping adults achieve and getting their high school diploma when they didn't get it originally when they were with their graduating class. Now, the key to FYI's program is one-on-one tutoring provided by volunteer program coordinator Bonnie Lewis, who is here in her 10th year of dedicating her time to help these adults. She works with an average of 5 to 8 people a year, and her success rate is very high. Statistics show that there is an increase of 15 to 20% more earning power once you get a GED on the first year, and then up to 15% after that, every year after that. So it's really easy to see the impact of reaching this goal and how it affects one's future and also their family. Computer access, as well as books and calculators and other necessary on-site materials, are provided here at free, and registration and program material is accessible online through GED.com. We will be your biggest fan, guiding you through the entire process from beginning to end, and then we'll be there to celebrate with you when you reach that goal. I'm going to introduce Brian Moore now to you, and he's going to talk to you a little about our wonderful community garden program. Brian?
Thank you, Kermit. Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Moore. I am the co-director for the mentoring program here at FYI. I appreciate all of you taking the time to join us this evening as we talk about our programs and hopes to spread the word about the important things that we do for our kids in our community. Julie spoke well on behalf of the mentoring program tonight, so I want to talk a little bit about another important program that we have here at FYI that's been involved for the past 7 years. My puzzle piece tonight represents the gardening program. Jim Tipton, our garden coordinator, could not be with us tonight due to a scheduling conflict. However, Jim started this working with the gardening program 3 years ago. He started by having a personal plot and helping take care of the community area of the garden. Since then, Jim has grown the FYI garden to 12,000 square feet of growing space, making it one of the largest community gardens in Western Clark County. This year, FYI has 12 families that have personal plots. That is up from 5 families last year. The way the garden works is that everyone has their own personal plots, and then they help tend to the community plots. The gardeners get to keep anything that they grow in their personal plot, and all that is grown in the community plots get donated to the Park Lane Food Pantry. Jim says he considers his gardeners family. They have a great time working together in the garden, and they also have cookouts on the first and third Thursday of every month. Last year, the FYI gardeners donated 1,253.5 pounds of vegetables to the Park Lane Food Pantry. That is a huge help to that area of Clark County, which has a high percentage of low-income families that we serve. The Park Lane Food Pantry serves an average of 120 families every month. Jim Tipton volunteers at the Park Lane Food Pantry every week, and he says it's great to see families excited to receive fresh produce along with their food. If you would like more information about our gardening program, or would like to take a tour of our garden, or become just a piece of our puzzle with any of our programs, you can email Jim at jim@fyohio.org, or just give FYI a call. Thanks again for giving me this opportunity to speak with you on behalf of the good works that Jim and the rest of the program directors do and the volunteers do for FYI in the community. I'd like to introduce you now to Pat McFarland, Family and Youth Initiatives Board Member.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Pat McFarland, and my piece of the puzzle is representing the Board of Directors. Since I could talk for hours about family and youth initiatives, I'm reading my written summary so that hopefully I will stay in my allotted speaking time. We have a very talented, very diverse, and very dedicated Board of Directors. Our board meets the second Tuesday of every month at 5:30 p.m. In addition to attending our meetings, the board members also work on special events as their schedules permit and on various projects throughout the year for the betterment of FYI. I decided to join the board after volunteering in many different areas of FYI over the course of several years. I joined the board to see if there was any way that I could be of assistance as a board member and also to learn more about family and youth initiatives. Some of the areas I volunteered in prior to joining the board started with the Parenting Network. Then I worked in the main lobby answering phones and greeting our guests. I have worked at several of our annual Celebration of Life dinners where we honor someone each year that is very dear to us at FYI. I volunteered at the Christmas event, The Grinch, where the children are allowed to shop for free, then their gifts are wrapped, and thus their shopping is done. I have worked at Safety Day, another free event sponsored by Family and Youth Initiatives. I have helped to assemble Mother's Day flowers, an annual event that will be combined this year with Father's Day due to the pandemic. For 2 years, I was the assistant to the teacher for the Little Scholars, which is our free preschool program. And I mentored a Tecumseh High School student for 3 years. As you can see at Family and Youth Initiatives, there's an unlimited number of opportunities for volunteering, and new ideas are welcomed. When I volunteer, I feel I get at least as much benefit as the clients that I serve, if not more. Volunteering has been shown to be very beneficial to the overall well-being of the volunteer. If you would like to share your talents and your time to help a person grow to be the best version of themselves that they can be, please join us at Family and Youth Initiatives. I want to thank you for your time and attention. And now I would like to introduce you to Nikki Stefano, co-director of Family and Youth Initiatives.
Thank you, Pat. Well, my piece of the puzzle this evening represents you and what you can do for FYI. FYI has spent the last 40 plus years rescuing children from the preborn to teens because we believe that every child deserves the right to hope for the future. During this current COVID crisis, it's very difficult for so many of our families and students who have been isolated to get that encouragement and that support that they need. When they're not having any connection with those around them, what we're finding is that anxiety and depression are just elevated to levels that cause sometimes child abuse with our parents and some of our students deciding that the only option that they see is suicide. And that's a sad point for us to be at. You have heard from our program directors and our board tonight, and you can hear their passion in what we're doing and with our cause. We believe in what we're doing and we love what we're doing. Your generosity is helping the programs to adapt to meet those emotional and material needs for those families and those students, giving them hope in these uncertain times as we engage, encourage, and equip them in every one of them we encounter. Our funding currently has been messed up a little bit, I guess that's the best way to put it. The funding that we've used to help maintain our programs and our daily operations has been directly impacted. right now without being able to have live events, which is why we're doing this right now, to get a chance to meet you and let you meet us a little bit. So we have been able to accomplish a lot so far, but there's so much more we could do. And how much more could we do if you joined our team? Maybe you're asking yourself right now, where does your piece of this puzzle fit in? And there's so many areas to serve. Pat, thank you for sharing so much that you've been a part of already in the past, because there are so many things out there. We definitely need more volunteers and support in all of our programs in order to meet the needs of those who are most vulnerable and at risk. Can you mentor a student, or can you mentor a parent right now? It doesn't take a lot of time to do that, to let them know that you care. Do you have administrative skills that you could use in our office or with our board? Do you like to garden? We talked about how much produce is being produced in the garden. Do you like to fundraise? Do you like to just do general maintenance? We can find something for you to do here, trust me. Or maybe you've thought of something that we haven't thought of yet. So the list could go on and on and on. But really, we want to take this opportunity to set up a time to meet with you one-on-one, to really hear how God might be calling you into this cause, and what he might be wanting you to do, and where you should be stepping up in your next level, whether we're talking about in your time, your talents, or in your financial resources. We want to hear your ideas, so we'll be in contact with you. In this next week, expect a phone call or an email from us, because we're going to be out there to get a hold of you. In the meantime, we're asking you to join us in prayer for the continued support to rescue these children from abortion, abuse, malnutrition, teen pregnancies, lack of education, addiction, incarceration, and suicide. They need to know that they are loved and valued. You can make a difference if you invest in their future. You have two choices. You can do something, or you can do nothing. The choice is yours. We want to thank you so much for joining us this evening. We have intentionally kept this short because we value your time, and we want to be respectful of that. Hopefully, we've actually made you have more questions for us, and we want you to reach out to us. Check out our website. It's FYIOhio.org. Check us out. All of our contact information is on there too. We're still going to be calling you though. But for tonight, we want to leave you with this last ancient proverb that we want to share with you. It says this: if you want to harvest in 1 year,
Grow crop.
if you want to harvest in 10 years,
Grow trees.
if you want a harvest that lasts a lifetime,
Grow people.
Thank you so much, and God bless you all.
Where do you fit in our piece of puzzle?